So these four, sfumato, unione, cangiante and chiaroscuro. These were four most important techniques that the Renaissance artists have used. The next one is unione. And what does it mean? Unione. So let us again look at the root of the word, the etymology of the word. It comes from a word unio in Latin. Unio. Unio in Latin means, in English it is unite. Unite. What is the meaning of uniformity? Uniform. Unity. We all come together and we are united. When many people come together and united, we say unity. Uniformity is when all the forms are the same. We follow the same form. Uniform. We wear the uniform. So there is only one kind of cloth that you are allowed to use in the school. When you go to the school, you have a uniform. So it is only one form. So it is about being making things one. That is the literal meaning of it. And it is applied in painting in a particular manner. It was mostly practiced by painters like Raphael. Unione was developed by Raphael, and in Stanza della Signatura, it's a room in Vatican Palace where he exemplified it. It is something similar to sfumato, but what we see is more useful for edges of chiaroscuro. So edges will be more clear when somebody applies the technique of unione. Where vibrant colors are involved, they apply this technique. And sfumato, it strives for harmony and unity, also for coloristic richness. So when they apply unione, there is a coloristic richness that comes for the painting. So better, I will show a painting than to speak like this. Okay. So you look at this painting. The effect of sfumato is used when it goes to this area, where in the background it is slightly used. But when you look at the clothes and all, very clear boundary is there, that it is very delineated. And you look at the cloth, for example, this is the attire in which she is in. It is red, and the red is used in a unity. Different tones of red is used there, or it has been darkened when there is a matter of shade. And this is another color, and there is a unity of that color you find there. Okay. La Belle Giardiniere, that is his painting. We will move on to another Raphael, which makes it more clear. Alba Madonna. So look at this. There is a unity of, in different sections, we can just actually classify each of these sections, where there is this rose color, where there is blue color, skin tone. There are tonal variations of the same color, mostly. Okay, mostly you find the tonal variation of the same color. So the blue sky, it is blue, it is not flat. There is a tonal variation that you are seeing here, but only blue is there. In this color, there are tonal variations of the same color, but only that color is there. The tonal variation of the skin tone will be there, but only that skin tone is there. I hope you understand. And the very clear edges are seen here. But when it goes farther, then clear edges are not there. Or here in this area, clear edges are not there. That blurring is there. But when it comes to the prominent figures, which is in the forefront, the edges are very visible, and also different tones of the same color. Okay. Another painting is here. This one is Saint Catherine of Alexandria. So again you see that So you see this color. Again, there is a sap green kind of color. There is red robe around, and the inside of the robe is some chrome yellow color. So you understand. In a singular plane, the unity of the color is maintained. Though the tonal variation is there is a unity within a color plane. Okay, whatever we may say. I hope the notion is clear. I hope you understood it. Did you understand that? A close-up view of it, a crop view of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so look at this. Where there is green, on that color plane only green is there. Maybe different tones. Where there is shade, it becomes darker. Where there is light, it becomes lighter. With regard to all color planes, it is like that. So it is Raphael. So you can just compare this. In one, sfumato is very prominent, and in the other, unione is prominent. Understand? In one of them, sfumato is prominent, and in the other one, unione is prominent. So you can look at the images, how the background is done, how the foreground is done, means how the main figure, how it is painted. So the unione sfumato difference, I hope you understood that. Unione difference between sfumatura and unione. I hope you understood the difference. Is it clear to you?
Yes.